Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gilman School, where today we bring you this varsity soccer matchup between the Gilman Greyhounds and the Gales of Mount St. Joseph High School. And Sam, the last time these two met, Gilman came on top 2-1. Came out on top 2-1. We got a good one here today.
Yeah, we do. And you know that 2-1 game, Tyler Martinez had the game-winning goal, and Logan Paff had the other one for the Hounds. So we'll see how they do here today.
Yes, we will. And Gilman has been kind of rolling recently, coming off a 2-1 win in overtime against Calvert Hall, with Luke Unger scoring the game-winning goal on a penalty kick, which he also drew.
Yeah, it was a great game. And before that game, they tied McDonough, who's the best team in the league right now. So we'll see how they do against the Gales.
Yes, we will. Logan Paff stands in the middle, waiting for the ref to blow the whistle to get this game started. And here we go. He kicks it back to Avery Merlot, who will move it outside to Avery Meyer. Avery will boot it up. And that'll be chased down by Tyler Martinez. And with a quick foul there right off the beginning on Tyler.
Quick start for the Hounds.
Like to send it up and usually get started right away. MSJ's goalie with a quick restart there on the free kick. Mount St. Joe will move it through the back, look for options. We'll swing it over to number 25, then over to number 27, Miles Lamb. Number 5, Avery Merlot looks to take the ball. Michael Brittingham wins it. Moves it out wide to Andy Weinstein. Andy takes a touch, gets dispossessed. That'll be Gilman ball on the throw-in. Number 6, Dimitri Jordan, does not know that it is Gilman's ball.
Great play by Andy Weinstein. Tough kid.
Greg Diet up to take the throw, and he's got a monster throw, and that is a lethal weapon for this team. Scored many goals off of it this season. That'll go out, and Greg will come back up to take it even closer to the goal, which in some circumstances this can be like a corner kick. And Greg will send it in. He's touched by the Mount St. Joe defender, and Michael Brittingham with a shot, blocked. That's off Mount St. Joe. That is rolling out to the corner. Correction, that is off Mount St. Joe. That'll go into the corner, and Tyler Martinez will jog over there to take that for Gilman.
Sorry for the camera problems right now. It's just sound, but it'll be fixed in a minute.
Tyler places the ball. He'll look to serve this in to get the Gilman Greyhounds an early lead. Sorry for that. That was Noah Klein checking in, saying hello. There's the cross in the corner, and that'll be deflected and cleared out by the Gales and chased down by the right back, and that is out of bounds. That'll be a Gilman throw, and Greg Diet will take this. Looking to, again, cross it in for the Hounds like a corner kick.
Yeah, like Fenn said, Greg's got a ginormous throw.
Andy will play that back to Johnny. Cleared up by number 27, Lamb. And then Grant Farley comes out of the goal. First time we've said his name today, and he'll look to punt it here, and he does. That'll be touched by Lamb, sent up. Mount St. Joe player offsides, and Diet will close play there, let Farley pick it up again, looking to punt it again or maybe place it down and kick it. And he'll punt it throughout midfield, headed by Avery Merlot. On the run to Logan Paff, who has a breakaway. Nicely controlled by the Mount St. Joseph defender. Headed back in by Avery Merlot and cleared out again by the defender of the Gales. Brought down by number 17, Taquan Stroud. Sent to the corner to number 4.
Great defensive play by Greg Diet right there.
Yeah, doing that, he allowed his team to get back in order to defend this throw-in, who will be taken by number 27, Miles Lamb. Played to number 12, Zach Whalen. And cleared away barely by Avery Meyer, and again, this time firmly cleared away by Avery. Logan will chase him down, sent back to the keeper. He'll play it out wide to number 25, Jackson Simmons. He'll play it back to the keeper. They're looking to swing through the back here until they get an easy option to send it forward. a St. Joe throw-in.
Cameras are back on. Sorry about that.
And as that happens, the ball is corralled by Grant Farley, again, who will look to punt it up this time, and he does. And that'll be brought down by number 6, Dimitri Jordan. And then right into the feet of Avery Merle, who plays back to Farley. Farley plays it up again. One in the air by number 6, Jordan. Brittingham in a 50-50 situation comes out on top, which he usually does. One of the more aggressive players on the team. And a strike by Tyler Martinez. He puts it in the back of the net, and Gilman goes up 1-0 with just under 35 minutes here to go in the first half.
Great shot there by Tyler. Wonderful move right before he shot it. Put it between his legs and then just buried it.
And like I was saying, it started with Mike Brittingham winning the 50-50 and getting the possession for the Gilman Greyhounds and playing it off to Tyler Martinez, like Sam said, making a great move to get his feet free to make that shot. And what a shot it was.
Great start for the Hounds here. We'll see how they can react.
And hopefully they keep it up. Ball played into the corner off the restart after the goal by Mount St. Joe. They're playing in the middle of the field now. It'll be cleared out by Eli Webb. Chased down by Logan Paff, but St. Joe controls in their back line, and now they're moving up the field and cleared away by Alden Booth. Good play by Alden. And Logan will bring it down to Johnny. Sent back to the Gales back line once again by number 6, Dimitri Jordan. He swings it up to Lamb. He'll send it down the line to Danielson. Danielson looking to make a move on Webb. Webb stays in front of him. Good defense there. Gets the cross off. However, that went out of bounds over the net for a goal kick.
Strong defensive effort by Eli Webb there, forcing him out.
Yeah, that is a good point. One of the stronger parts of this Gilman Greyhounds team is their back line with Grant Farley in the goal. Their offense is strong too, but it's really been helpful that the Greyhounds have been able to keep scores very, very low when they play teams. Grant will play it up off a goal kick, a booming kick up to Johnny over the head of him. Johnny will get it back off the second touch. Plays it to the corner for Andy, and is then kicked out by the Gales defender. Seems to have deflected off of Andy Weinstein, and it will be a Mount St. Joe throw-in. Throws it in. Played to number 11, Casey McKenna. And he'll play it up. Brought down by Greg Diet. Moved up to Martinez. Martinez over to Melanson. Won again by Brittingham. Plays it in for Logan Paff, and a close play there as the ball is into the hands of the keeper for the Gales. Sam, Gilman really trying to be aggressive here early, and going up 1-0 definitely helps with their confidence.
They sure are. Teams like Mount St. Joe is playing a little timid right now. Obviously the Hounds have home field advantage, but they're striking early.
And it's good. It's definitely a good confidence booster, like I said, to go up 1-0 early on a team that is beatable. I mean, Gilman did beat them 2-1 as we referred to earlier. Logan Paff taken down there. Advantage will be played. Mount St. Joe got the ball, so play will be stopped for a Gilman free kick. Eli Webb coming up to take this kick. Places the ball, rolls it back like he typically does. Look for Eli to cross it in. Find a number of Gilman players, hopefully to head it in or kick it in. Here's the cross. Good ball in by Eli. Brought down by a Gales defender. Headed out, still in the middle, and kicked out finally by another defender of Mount St. Joe. Tyler being pressured, hit from behind. Down goes Alden Booth.
Big collision there.
And that'll be won by St. Joe, and who again will take the quick restart off the free kick. Crossed into number 4, Van Danielson. Avery will bring it to his feet and clear it up. Headed out by number 6, Dimitri Jordan. Okay, you don't need to. Greg Diaz will go to take the throw in. Looking again far down the line because he can reach those players with his long throw-in. Won by the Gales defender. Stuzen looking to pressure the ball here. He gets taken away by the Gales and looking to keep possession through the back line again, but won back by Tyler Martinez up to Avery Merlot, who plays it in for Jack Stuzen. Jack Stuzen takes a touch, plays it back to Merlot. Merlot with the cross in, looking for Unger. No one home. That ball will go out for a Gilman throw-in. Gilman looks to take this throw-in with about 30 minutes left here in the first half. Again, just underway. If you're just joining us, Gilman took the 1-0 lead early off of Tyler Martinez's shot and goal from just outside the 18. Diet looks to throw it in, crosses it in for Stuzen, hits the header down and just wide of the goal. Good take there by Stuzen.
Great play by Stuzen there. Got his head on the ball, made contact, but wasn't able to put it in the goal.
The St. Joe keeper will play it out wide to his defender for a quick goal kick, and he'll cross it over through the back line, and it'll reach Jordan over on the side. Jordan looks to play it in up for number 4, Danielson. Danielson brings it back, looks to play wide, cleared out by Alden Booth, and then reassuringly cleared out by Martinez. Melanson with the 50-50, wins it to himself, gains possession, finds Stuzen with the give and go, and just a little too much on that by Jack Stuzen. That'll be a St. Joe throw-in. St. Joe looking to take this throw-in, maybe get it out of their half. It's been in their half for their defensive half for the start here, showing that Gilman is taking control of this game. And Luke Unger will be fouled there for another free kick for Gilman. Eli will again jog up to take this. Eli again will cross it in, looking for finding ahead of a Gilman Greyhound player. And Webb with the cross, good ball, and corralled by the keeper of St. Joe.
Just a little too much on that for Eli Webb, too far, and keeper was able to get to it.
Yeah, the keeper's he's been good to come out on those free kicks thus far, and be able to settle his defense down by winning it to himself. That one headed out there. That one headed out there by the left back of St. Joe, number 25, Jackson Simmons. Greg Diet will jog up to take this throw in. Again, looking to find the links of Jack Stuzen, Luke Unger, Michael Brittingham in the center. Here comes a throw. Greg throws it in. Tried to be won by Unger, then cleared out by a Gale defender. Eli will play it back in. Flick by Unger. Tried to bring down by Merlot, but just too much. And the keeper from Mount St. Joe wins advantage in the process from the attempt of Jack Stuzen to get the ball. Tried to be played across the back line. Skips the defender. The right back looking to play it in. St. Joe moving it through the back line. Almost won by Jack Stuzen there. Oh, close play as it's cleared out by the keeper from Mount St. Joe. Jack Stuzen, Sam, he's been keeping that pressure on, and it's definitely keeping Mount St. Joe on their heels.
Great hustle by Jack Stuzen. You know, he was 100% on that play, and now the Hounds have the ball back, and we'll see what they can do with it.
Again, Greg Diet with the throw, and he'll look to cross it in. Crosses it in. Played out by a defender. Won by Eli Webb for the moment, and then played out again by another St. Joe defender. St. Joe with possession now in the middle with number 18, Owen Anglin. He'll play it forward. A touch off of a center mid there for the Gales, which is just a bit too much, and that'll go out of bounds for a goal kick for Farley.
Looks like we have a substitution here. Logan Paff and Ben Snavely will be coming on.
Ben Snavely getting playing time as of recently. actually had an impact in the Calvert Hall game, winning balls on his side of the field. That's all Seal can really ask for from a player coming off the bench, and he's doing what's asked of him. That one played up by Farley, won by number 27, Miles Lamb. Cleared away by Webb. Paff looks to bring it down, heads it over to Unger. Unger wins possession for the moment as the rain starts to fall. Ball is played out wide to number 27, Miles Lamb. He'll play it back to Jordan. In the middle to 11, McKenna. Joe will swing the ball and switch the fields. Alden Booth clears out a ball that was played into Gilman's defensive half, and that'll be controlled by Lamb. Or Jordan, rather, sorry. And that one cleared away by Avery Meyer, who was fouled after the play by Dimitri Jordan. He was getting an earful from the ref, letting him know that you can't do that. And Farley will come out to take this kick. Farley looking to play it in, possibly for Logan Paff all the way up at the striker position. Maybe get a flick on goal. Test the keeper of Mount St. Joe. Farley plays it in, finds Unger, flicks it on to Paff. Paff brings it down, plays it out wide to Martinez. Just too much, and that'll be out for a St. Joe throw-in. Ball is thrown in, won by Brittingham, but that'll be played back out for another throw-in for the Gales. Throws it in, finds number 11, Casey McKenna. As Logan Paff wins the ball here with just under 24 minutes to play. Possession or advantage awarded to Gilman as crossed in by Martinez. With a shot by Avery and deflected off a St. Joe defender.
Great play by Avery there to get the ball. I think there was some miscommunication by the Mount St. Joe players, but Avery was able to get in, get a shot off, but just missed.
And this ball, I believe, will be a corner kick, and Martinez will come over to take this. Last corner kick was very close. He found the head of Jack Stuzen, who missed just wide right. Martinez to take this kick now. Gilman really has St. Joe on their heels here early. Down, or up 1-0 rather. Low cross in. Brought down by Merlot, and Merlot finishes it in the bottom corner. Gilman takes a 2-0 lead with just under 23 minutes here to play in the first half. Gilman is rolling early.
What a shot by Merlot. Left foot, bottom right corner. All you can ask from him. Great shot.
And a virtually unsavable ball there. Nothing the goalkeeper could do.
Great play by Logan Paff to keep that ball alive and get ahead on it. And then Avery to finish off that rebound.
You know, sometimes those low crosses off the corner kick are really tricky for defenders because normally they're told to clear it out with their heads, but if it's that low, you know, you take the risk of maybe even getting a handball or something. So those are tricky balls for defenders to clear.
Definitely.
Off the restart now, number 17 for St. Joe will take that up. Stroud. And cleared away by Diet for a St. Joe throw-in.
We'll see how the Gales will respond. They're down 2-0. Seems like they need a spark, so we'll see how this unfolds.
They do need a spark to get going if they want to have a chance in this game. Throw in one by St. Joe, but then Brittingham wins possession, plays it up for Logan Paff, brought down by a defender, and played back to the keeper of Mount St. Joe. Played out wide to number 25, Simmons. Plays it back to the keeper, who will play it then again wide to number 8, Krabs. He'll play it up. One by Brittingham. Cleared away again. Logan looking to find the ball. Ball headed back. number 23 of St. Joe, Corey Turner. He'll play it wide. And cleared away by Greg Diaz, looking for a foul. He was hit after he kicked that ball. That'll get called sometimes. Greg looking to get it called there. Carried up by the defender, number 25, Simmons. Played over to the right back, or right center back rather. Now over to the right back, played up wide. It'll make a man miss. Alden Booth with the foul there. St. Joe looks to kick this in again with a quick restart. They've been doing that a lot, Sam. Playing the ball quickly off of the restart, trying to catch Gilman unaware of what is going on.
Sure have.
Simmons will play it up for number 4, Danielson. He looks to get past Webb. Webb stays in front of him, and he will try to clear it out, but he is hit from behind. And number 27, Lamb, will look to play it in and clear it away by Diat. Good veteran awareness there for Diat to come in and be the second defender, noticing that Eli had gotten beat.
Great move by Miles Lamb, the sophomore for the Gales. A little trickery in there.
It was. He got past him. He spun and got past Webb. Number 4, Van Danielson, will look to take this corner kick for the Gales. He'll cross it in low and finds no one. And that ball is literally kicked to no one. And it'll go out for a Gilman throw-in. What a waste of an opportunity there for the Gales. That was the first corner kick of the day, and they're not going to get many by the looks of it. So unfortunate that they could not execute on a rare opportunity there. Diaz will take this throw-in from his own half, looking to throw it out of it, and he does. Won by a St. Joe defender. Birmingham contests for the ball again. Played down to the feet of Merlot. Merlot tries to play it up. Deflected by a defender of St. Joe and brought down with, I believe, a handball was called, and Webb will look to play it fast. Now he's going to slow it down and let his team get in.
19 minutes left in the first half. 2-0 Hounds.
Gilman looking to add another one here. Webb will play it in. It does so. High ball, floating. Won by a St. Joe defender. Furlong goes down in the box, no call. Kicks back out to Merlot. Merlot wins possession to himself, taken down, no call. One out by the St. Joe defender. Played to the corner for Danielson. Danielson brings it down and cleared out for a corner kick by Meyer.
Good hustle there by Avery Meyer. Danielson almost got it coming up the left side, but Meyer was able to kick the ball out of bounds, and now Mount St. Joe will have the corner.
And there's not much you can do there. You'd like to not give up the corner kick, but sometimes you just got to get it out, and that's what he did. Crossing by Danielson again, way over the head of everyone. He is 0 for 2 on corner kicks.
Oh, wow.
And
Eli
a foul
Webb
there. Eli goes down.
took a push to the turf.
Grant Farley, I believe, will come out to take this free kick, letting Eli get back on his feet. And he will. Farley settling it. Now plays it up. Attempted to win in the air by Martinez, but it looked like two Gales actually ran into each other there. And he'll play it out on a header. And brought down by Birmingham, who crosses it back in, looking for Furlong. No one there. Played out by the defender of St. Joe. Brought down by Melanson. Melanson settles it. Avery will move it to the back line over to Birmingham. Birmingham will calm it down and tries to cross it, but deflected by a St. Joe player. Again, moves out wide. And a handball there by Meyer. Drawn by number 27, Lamb. Jordan will come up to take this kick. And noticing here that St. Joe, this is the first time they've actually slowed down a free kick, and they'll look to play this in. Jordan will cross it in with the left foot, curling towards the box and headed out by Martinez, but shot again and blocked by Alden Booth, the freshman. And won again by Alden Booth. Good hustle there by Alden.
Great hustle there by Alden Booth, the freshman, like Fent said.
Alden's really been an important piece of this team in their back line, keeping Grant Farley comfortable there in the goal, clearing balls out when needed, again doing what's asked of him.
Looks like Mount St. Joe just made some substitutions. We'll see if these new players will give them the spark they need.
Hopefully for them contribute, which they have not had many successful runs here. Recently though, they've been getting down in the offense, in their offensive half. Our defensive looking for Danielson in the corner. That ball will be played out for a Gilman throw in. Diet will jog over to take it. Diet looks to take this throw in as sort of a clear and does. Plays it up to Unger, who brings it down with the chest, but won back by the Gale defender and cleared out by Brittingham. Once again, Stuzen looking up to play that. Does not reach it. Played to the corner, looking for the links of a right midfielder in Mount St. Joe, but does not find him. Cleared away by Avery Merlo. Jack Stuzen will be in pursuit of the ball. It gets it stripped from him. And that ball goes out of bounds. That'll actually be, this will be taken for a free kick. Again, played back to defender of St. Joe. We have a new left back here. Number 9, Dylan Chung, who wins the ball and plays it up. Then stolen again by Unger, but dispossessed. Cannon will play it out wide. Played up to the right wing, and Alden Booth standing strong, not letting him get past. To throw in a quick throw in there from St. Joe. Cleared out by Webb, but it will go off of him for a St. Joe corner kick. See if Mount St. Joe here, Sam, can execute on one of these corner kicks. So far, both kicks have been way out of the reach and not even close to being something they can score off of.
Yeah, it looks like they'll be getting a new corner kick taker from Lamb this time rather than Danielson, and he puts it in.
I will play it in, and caught by Farley. Good play there by the sophomore, telling his team to settle down. He's got it.
Great play by Farley there to be aggressive, go up for the ball. You know, obviously a great goalkeeper here for the Hounds.
Farley will lay it down. He likes to do this in order to show he does have control, and he'll kick it up. And Unger looking for the body there. Wins the ball, but unfortunately goes back to a St. Joe defender who's, that was a close play there by Stuzen. Stuzen looking to get it in. Played up by Webb. Back to the St. Joe defender. He kicks it back. Fouled, however, by Unger. That'll be a free kick. Close in their defense half for the Gales. Plays out wide again on a quick start free kick. Lamb will bring it up. Or rather, Chung. Plays out wide to the right back. Surveying, looking, finds McKenna in the middle. He'll play it up. Blocked by Brittingham. Brittingham wins possession, forces it out wide, no one there. He'll play it up. Played to the corner, looking for strikers and wingers of St. Joe, but Webb does a nice job to corral that ball and send it out of bounds.
Wonderful play by Webb to get the ball there and kick it out and not let the Mount St. Joe player cross it in.
Or at least attempt to off of a throw-in. There's no Greg Diet.
Looks like Logan Paff will be coming on, substituting for Jack Stuzen. Be playing up there, two very fast, very strong players.
That they are. Those are two weapons for the Gilman Greyhounds. Speed and size. Logan Paff will chase the ball down as St. Joe moves it through their back line. Moves it over to Jordan. And Jordan kicks it off at Melanson for a St. Joe throw-in.
And here comes Andy Weinstein for the Greyhounds for Luke Unger. And Mount St. Joe will also be making a substitution.
Just under 12 minutes to play here. If you're just joining us, Gilman is up 2-0. Goal scored by Tyler Martinez and Avery Merlot. Strong, very, very strong start for the Gilman Greyhounds. Since then, play has sort of evened out and has been less of one half. Webb fouled there. And win possession, a free kick. Farley will come up to take it, taking his time because he can. Farley again, maybe looking for striker up top, Logan Paff. Instead finds Melanson, who tries to flick it up. Brought down to Merlot, played back in. Won by St. Joe defender and played up by Lamb. Lamb will play it for number 26, Pino. And won by Melanson. Flicked over to Paff. Paff tries to switch the field and touched by Martinez. So St. Joe players all alone, has time, kicks past one defender, then cleared out by Greg Diet. Again, a good veteran move. Greg Diet realizing he is the next defender up and slides over and clears that ball away, allowing his team to get back to defend this throw-in. Ball thrown in by St. Joe, won by Brenningham, cleared out off the head of Martinez, brought down by number 10, Carey. Played in by Chung. Farley catches it. Too easy for him there. Farley again looking to settle it. Likely putting the ball on the ground, and he does. Farley will look to play it up. Looking for Melanson. Over the head of him, won by Paff. Paff on the 2-on-1. Defender falls down for St. Joe, and they call it. St. Joe slowing this down a little bit now. They'll play it out wide on a quick restart again. Played up. Number 26, Pino. Played back, not wide to Lamb. Lamb tries to turn, fouled by Andy Weinstein. Andy tries to help him up. He kind of ignores him, but doesn't matter. It's his fault. He's down 2-0. He can take his time all he wants. Cross sent in of the left foot of Jordan with just under 9 minutes to play here. Ball played out by Booth. Shot taken and just over the goal. Grant looking at his defenders, saying, "Guys, you gotta be on that. You gotta clear that out. That shot should not have happened."
Bit of miscommunication between the Hounds defenders, and Mount St. Joe's was able to get a shot off. Maybe the best opportunity of this game, but still Farley, he knew that was going far and he was confident.
Now, Sam, I believe that was the first shot of the game.
Yes, it certainly may have been. They may need to try a different formation, or they're really not getting too many shots off. So we'll see what they do.
Farley plays it up off the goal kick. Won by the head of Unger. Over to Stuzen. Brought down. Played on for Unger. St. Joe bring it down. Andy Weinstein looks to kick it in. Looking for Stuzen and bobbled by the goalie. But foul called by the line judge. Whistled on by the center referee for a free kick for the Gales. Keeper for St. Joe will play this out wide to Jordan. Jordan looks to play it up with the left foot. Looking for Chung. Or rather, Porter in the middle. Porter's a guy who's seemed to be up top all game, but Sam, we have not called his name once. I believe that was the first time. He has not been making much of a contribution. I assume not as much as St. Joe would like him to.
Yep, they haven't been able to get the ball out to him where he's comfortable and get shots off.
St. Joe played in. Lamb will. There's Porter. He plays to the corner for Danielson. Danielson will cross it in and clear it out.
Wow.
Missed by Alden Booth and picked up by Grant Farley. Good that he was there. That was close. Farley puts it down again. Pressure by Porter. Kicks it up. Won by Unger. Cleared away by a St. Joe defender. And into the box of Farley, who will take his time, almost teasing the St. Joe striker to come challenge him, and then picks the ball up right at his feet. Porter may be saying something to him. He's not backing away, but he knows Grant can just punt it away as he does. That's a high punt brought down by Unger. Play back to Merlot. And Unger called for sort of a hold there. And give St. Joe the free kick. St. Joe plays it wide. Over to Jordan. Jordan still with the ball. Plays it to Danielson. Danielson back to him. Lamb will look to win this ball and gets to it first. Pressure by Andy Weinstein. Wins it for the Hounds. Luke Unger plays it in for Jack Stuzen. Plays it to the corner. He'll take a touch to himself and he'll cross it in. And no, that ball will be taken by Lamb. Lamb clears it out. Finds the head of Danielson. He'll flick it on for Booth, who will play it back to Farley and then clear it out to midfield with about 5:30 to play here in the first half. Weinstein brings it down, tries to find Stuzen, does not, off the head of the defender of St. Joe. Pressure by Weinstein, kicks it up, cleared by Webb, missed by Webb, and Avery has time and he'll clear it up. Brought down by Lamb. Danielson with the ball now. Moves it over. St. Joe looking to move it through the middle of the field, looking to switch fields here. They'll move it through the back line. Good ball movement here by St. Joe. This is the first real possession we've seen them have. Sort of passing it around the defenders. This ball is played up too long for Jack Stuzen. Unger there looking for the speed of Stuzen to get around the St. Joe defender. St. Joe back will kick it to no one, and that ball will go out of bounds for a Gilman throw-in.
We've got some substitutions here from both teams. Ben Snavely will be coming in for the Greyhounds, and 3 new Mount St. Joe players will be coming in, so seems like they want to make a change, and yep, we'll see what they can give the Gales in the last 4 minutes of this half.
Similar to what you said earlier, Sam, looks like they are playing with 2 up top now. I do not believe they were doing that earlier. Maybe looking for a more offensive-minded last 4 minutes here.
Yep, certainly.
Ball won by number 30, Riley Berg. First time we've called his name. And won again by Brittingham. Played up, but brought down by Thompson, number 3 of the Gales. That'll be cleared off the knee of Webb and the shoulder of Stuzen, but to a St. Joe defender, and he'll play it up. Merlot challenged by Danielson. That'll be off Danielson for a Gilman throw-in.
Greg Diab will be coming up, taking this throw, and we'll see if the Hounds can get it into their offensive third.
Yeah, again, Diab looking to... He's in the range now where if he crosses this in, he has the length to cross this in. And see if Gilman can execute off of this throw-in. Instead, Diab looks to play it in the corner. He's looking for Unger. Brought down to Merlot. Back again by a St. Joe defender. And it'll be cleared out by Whalen. Ball up again in the air, in the corner. Brought down by Paff, but just too much. Kicked out on that touch by Logan Paff for St. Joe throwing quickly now. He'll play it in to McCanna. He'll play it back across the back line. They'll swing it for a switch field. He'll play it up. And play it wide for the wing, and then cleared away by Brittingham into the corner. And that ball is settled by the St. Joe defender, moved across and swung all the way over to Jordan. Jordan will play it up. St. Joe again doing so effectively. Snavely wins the ball and draws the foul. Good play by Snavely there. Jordan thought that was not a foul, but he did push him from behind. Way to draw a foul there by Ben Snavely.
We'll see if Eli can get this ball up and give the Hounds a chance.
He does. He'll play it in, curling to the left. Ball gets all the way in. Brought down to Unger and cleared out by a defender. And that'll be, I believe I thought he signaled for a penalty kick there, Sam. That was close. I did not know what was going on, but no, that is the St. Joe free kick. The ref did point at the center of the box, but was obviously pointing at Unger and not signaling penalty kick. Ball we played in for Danielson. Danielson uses his speed to get around. Ball won by Merlot. Good tackle there by Avery Merlot to get the ball out for a corner kick.
Great defensive play there by Merlot. Good slide tackle, aggressive, and he was able to be successful.
1 minute here as St. Joe will take this corner kick. 0 for 3 so far. They'll play this one short. Again, played off of the second player. Brawley tries to save it. Does not. Another corner kick. St. Joe, coach yelling to hurry up. They've got 40 seconds here. And they'll cross it in. This one all the way in and headed wide by a St. Joe defender. Farley will look to take his time here to get that ball as we're just under 30 seconds left to play in the half. Farley will place the ball, again taking his time. 15 seconds left here. He may as well just play it up and that'll be halftime.
Hounds will go into half up 2-0. That's exactly where they want to be. We'll see how the Gales come out in the second half.
As the buzzer sounds, like Sam said, up 2-0. Great half for the Gilman Greyhounds, starting out strong with goals by Tyler Martinez and Avery Merlot. Now the Coach Seal will bring his group together, looking and possibly saying to keep things up as they will look to come out on top of this contest.
Mount St. Joe coach can't certainly be happy, but definitely some changes need to be made in the offensive third for the Gales here, and we'll see what they do in the second half and how they change the situation of the game.
As the Hounds go up 2-0, we will go into a quick break here, and we will be back for the second half. I'm Fen Colston alongside Sam King. We will see you in about 9 minutes.
And off the halftime break here, I'm Essex Sayer alongside Joe Melanson, 2018 graduate from Gilman and a current student at Wake Forest. Joe, how's your first year down at Wake?
I love it a lot. School has been good. Gilman prepared me very well, so I love it. Classes are well. Everything's a blast so far, so I love it.
Love to see it. And first we're going to talk about soccer. For those of you who don't know, Joe was a player and a captain for both soccer and baseball in his senior year. And Joe, let's first talk about soccer. What have you heard? What have you seen from the team so far this year? And then obviously being here today, the Hounds up 2-0 against the Gales. What have you seen from them today? Especially your little brother, Johnny, on the team and starting. That's got to be a little surprise.
They're in third place, I'm pretty sure.
They are in third place.
So yeah, they had a big tie against McDonough, a big overtime win against Calvert Hall. So everything's going well for them at the moment. Coach Seals got them in a wonderful place as they look towards making a playoff run. So I'm excited to see what this team's going to do. They kind of have everything out in front of them. They can do whatever they want. They have the talent to do it. So I'm excited. I'm definitely going to keep tabs on it as they go forward, and I'm excited.
Absolutely. It's kind of, Joe, for obviously you haven't been here, but it's been feeling like this team, this is finally maybe the year.
Yeah.
Just right from the get-go, you felt it, Having watched all these games, especially having watched the overtime win against Calvert Hall earlier this week, you could just feel it in this team that this might be the year for the Gilman Greyhounds. And then moving on to something where it maybe seemed a little bit like it could be the year last year with your baseball team in the spring losing in the championship game against Archbishop Curley. Anything you can say about that? We loved following you guys all the way to the MIAA championship. It was such a blast for us here on GTV. And then what can you say about the baseball team coming into the spring? It's a little ways away, but always great to talk about the baseball team coming into this coming year after that championship game appearance.
No, last year was tough. We didn't know quite what we were going to get because we lost guys like Drew Ehrlich, Charlie Darby, and then injuries from Pierce Bennett, Ryan Williamson. We really weren't sure what was going to happen. But we had guys contribute that we never thought would, like Matthew Likis, Casey Bishop, Peter Hubeck, and they're in such good shape for next year, as they didn't lose much. So they're in very good shape. They get Pierce Bennett back, Ryan back, so they also have the world in front of them and can kind of do whatever they want.
Awesome. And Joe, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be back in a second with our regular commentators, Sam King and Fen Colston, back on the call in a moment here for the second half between the Greyhounds and the Gales. Joe Melanson, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back here as St. Joe looks to kick it off there. Played forward to start the second half. Sam, it's always cool when a graduate will come back and watch a team that he was on play. It's cool for him to see, especially his little brother Johnny playing out there today.
It's great to hear from Joe. Obviously, captain of both the baseball and soccer team, so had a big part in last year's team.
He did. Logan looks to be shaking up a little bit here.
Hopefully nothing too serious. Obviously, Logan is coming off of some back injuries, so hopefully he can shake it off and
he seemed to
get
be
back up.
Jogging back in. This ball we played in by Webb. Over the top, flicked by Brittingham and brought down hard by a St. Joe defender. Surprising no call there, although it was in the box, so referees tend to not call those as often.
It was a big fall for Brittingham as he tried to go up for the header and land it on his back.
Ball played in. Crossed over to the back line. And played up top. Over Greg's head. And Farley will come out. And then
good save there by Greg. Coming out, Mount St. Joe player was able to get the ball rolling towards the goal, but Greg Diet saved it. And looks like we'll have a corner kick for the Gales.
I believe it'll be a throw-in, and it will be. He'll look to cross it in. Played out by Logan Paff, off the head, and then cleared away by Avery Merlot. To the back line for St. Joe. Johnny tries to win it, goes down. Played wide to Lamb. Ball won by Andy Weinstein. Kicks off the defender, and it'll be for Gilman throwing, and Diet will come up to take it. Long throw in by Diet. Played back to a Gilman midfielder who would kick it up and then into the arms of the St. Joe keeper. He'll play it left to the cross up. Flicked back by Merlot. He'll play it down to Johnny's feet. Johnny will move it wide to Meyer. Meyer clears it up, looking for Logan Paff, who's got the speed. Just too much as the keeper will grab that before Logan can get to it. This ball will be played to the back line again. Played up for number 12, Whalen, who is fouled by Merlot, and he will get a card. Unfortunate call there. Avery will jog off, or walk rather, due to the card there.
Luke Unger will be coming on, and so will Jack Stuzen for Logan Paff, and obviously Avery Merlot will be coming off as well.
St. Joe player number 17, Stroud, will look to play this in off the free kick. Early opportunity here in the second half. Plays short. Back to Stroud. Stroud makes a move. Martinez stays in front. Good defending there by Martinez. However, it is called for a foul. 2 early fouls here close to the net for Gilman. Not the best way to start, but they're typically able to handle these situations. Farley in the goal directing his wall. He's got to be careful here to not lose an early shot. And Stroud will play it in. Right to Farley, who brings it down. Good play by Grant Farley, settling down his team again by corralling that kick. Sophomore keeper now punts it up. Brought down by Stuzen. Played out wide to Weinstein, then cleared by a St. Joe defender. Flicked on by Danielson. Meyer tracks the ball in the corner. He'll turn, and he'll kick it up. Good play there by Avery. Able to turn and pressure there, Sam.
Oh, wow. And Andy Weinstein and Mount St. Joe player fall to the turf. Looks like it'll be a Mount St. Joe free kick.
Gilman on the lower end of these foul calls early here.
They certainly are.
3 right away. The first 5 minutes here with just over 35 minutes to play here in the second half. Gilman up 2-0 over the Mount St. Joseph Gales. Ball played in, cleared away by Stuzen. Swung wide to Lamb. Lamb will take a touch. Tries to get past 2 defenders. Kicks it up. Ball will come to the feet of Meyer, who will let it go out of bounds for a throw-in.
Here comes Avery Merlot, substituting in for Andy Weinstein for the Greyhounds.
Avery back in off of that yellow card if you are just joining us. Avery gets a touch, plays it over to Martinez. Martinez back into Merlot. He'll control it. Played it down to a St. Joe player. Spin move by Martinez. He is just toying with them right now.
Great move by Martinez.
Played a wide
super quick feet.
We apologize for the background noise there. Our microphones pick up a little more than people realize. Ball won by Luke Unger. And then off foot of Danielson for a Gilman throw-in. Dia looking to take this, play it down the line as he does. Found Unger off the chest, or off the throat rather. Maybe not the most comfortable touch there. Anyways, Merlot.
Good defensive play by Avery Meyer.
Got the 2 Averys mixed up for a second there. Avery will play it up, but a foul is called because Avery was taken down after the play there. That'll be a Gilman free kick, and Webb looks to take it. Farley, rather. Martinez wide open here on the left wing. Farley possibly looking to play it up to the strikers, Jack Susan, Luke Unger, Johnny Melanson, and Tyler Martinez, all in the offensive third for the Gilman Greyhounds. Played up to Luke, just over his head, brought down to the feet of Merlot. Played wide to Melanson. Melanson settles it, tries to play it in. That goes off a Gale defender.
Deflected, and looks like the Hounds will have a corner kick here. We'll see what they can do with it.
Martinez going over to take the corner kick.
And here comes Logan Paff in for Jack Stuzen, so we'll see if Logan can get ahead on this corner kick.
Logan looks to be running to almost full speed now, which is good. See that he's back on his feet at full strength. Low cross in by Martinez. Skipped by Paff, lets go through, back out to Martinez. He'll cross it in again. That ball is flicked out by a St. Joe defender. Good play there by the St. Joe defender to get it out.
Great cross by Martinez.
Diet backs up all the way to the fence here, looking to cross this ball in, as he does so often. He's a major part of this Hounds offense and defense. He'll cross it in, off the throw-in. Ball will fall. Unger with possession. And cleared by a St. Joe defender. Chased down by Danielson, who almost gets around Alden Booth. Does, in fact, with the one-on-one with Farley.
Wow.
And misses wide.
Great
Again.
defensive effort by Alden Booth and Grant Farley to stop Danielson from putting the goal in the back of the net.
St. Joe having the momentum sort of shift in their favor. St. Joe keeper Ashton Carey looking to pump up his team here as they are down 2-0 as time is ticking away. 31 minutes left here in the second half. Rain beginning to fall a little. It's been off and on, mainly light throughout the game. As the radars said, closer to game time, it would mostly miss us until towards the later end of the game. Ball goes off. St. Joe defender. Diaz looks to dry this ball off to throw it in. As he does, he'll throw it in. It'll reach the middle of the field per usual. It'll be brought down and punched out by the goalkeeper, and a foul called.
Dutch Furlong went up for the ball there and was able to knock it out of the keeper's hands, but keeper will have a free kick here.
Plays it quickly. Over to number 3, Thompson. Thompson will play it up. Finds no one. One back. 50-50 for Paff.
Oh, wow.
They both go down.
Good hustle there for Paff, though.
No intentional foul there, of course. Both ankles of the players just got caught. Both of them went down pretty fast. Nothing Logan could really do there. He was just playing for the ball. The ball is played back and then won by Avery Merlot and cleared up. Paff looks to chase it down. Goes to the hands of Carey, who quickly throws it out to Thompson. St. Joe center back will play it up. Good defensive play there by Webb to bring it down. Brittingham tries to find Melanson. Merlot looks to have been fouled there, no call. Ball swung back to the St. Joe back line. Played up to Danielson, won by Brittingham. And then one back again by St. Joe. As the foul is drawn, handball rather. It'll be a Gilman free kick. The rain really coming down now, Sam. It hasn't been a factor earlier on in this game, but now looks like it could be.
The fans are, they're getting their umbrellas out, putting their rain jackets on. We'll see how it affects the game here.
Ball played in, brought down to Brittingham, cleared out by, or attempted to be cleared out by number 11. Ball trickling out. Looked to have been out of bounds there, but no call by the side judge. Brittingham will bring it down to Merlot. Merlot looks to move it up to Martinez. Won by Brittingham. Back to the St. Joe defender off the head. And Jordan will take control. Ball played up to Danielson. Takes a nice touch to bring it down. Moves it back to McKenna. McKenna will play it up. Looking for number 17, Stroud. But Johnny Melanson got in the way of that, and he'll play it up. Ball won by Dutch. Oh, tough call there, going for the ball just a little late. That's going to get called every time, unfortunately. Although his intentions were good. Off the restart, St. Joe will play it in. They'll swing it wide to Lamb. Lamb looking to cross it in and off the foot of Diat behind the goal for a corner kick. Good defensive clear there by Diat.
Smart play by Diat to just get the ball out. Regardless of a corner kick, he did not want that ball to be going to the 6, so he just kicked it out. It looks like we'll be having a substitution from the Greyhounds. Jack Stews and Ben Snavely and Luke Unger will be coming in. We'll see how the impact they can make on this game right now.
Logan Paff, Dutch Furlong, and Johnny Melanson head out. Cross in by Danielson. No one home. Martinez looks to find this ball on the side and does. Kicks it up, finds Snavely all alone. St. Joe defender gets there first, plays it back to Carey. Carey will play it up. Looking for the left back there. Brings it down. Played in the middle, won by Unger. Unger fouled there. And the ball will be placed for a free kick for the Gilman Greyhounds. Webb comes up to take this as he has all game. He's placed it in almost the right spot every time, just at the top of the 18 from this range. Looking for a flick to another defender or even a flick into the goal. Does so again.
Great ball by Eli Webb.
Luke on the flick. Sort of whiffed and questionable play there. Foul could have been called, but meanwhile brought down by Danielson in the attacking third of St. Joe, but he is all alone, corralled by 4 defenders of Gilman. Good for them to get back. Ball won by Unger, brought down to Stuzen, cleared away by St. Joe. Meyer, again, pushed to the ground, this time not called for a foul.
Yeah, controversial call right there. Luke Unger was pushed in the box. A lot of people thought should have been a foul on the Gales, but no call.
The Gales look to throw it in here as they do. They'll throw it back to their defensive player. Taken to the corner by Lamb. Lamb will cross it in on the ground. Kicked out by, I believe that was Diat, and then cleared out of bounds by Meyer. .25 minutes to go here in the second half. Gilman Greyhounds up 2-0 off of a fast start early in the first half. It's been pretty even since here in Baltimore at the Gilman School.
Good win by Luke Unger there.
Martinez will have the ball all alone. Shot blocked, taken down from behind by a St. Joe defender, and Martinez lets him know you can't do that. That should have been called. We apologize. Mr. Hubeck. Umbrella blocking the view. We're good now. Thrown by Diet. Brought down by Stuzen. Ball on the ground in the box. And that is deflected, and it'll go just wide. Almost a scare there for St. Joe. Goes off a defender.
Another corner kick here for the Hounds.
As Sam said, a corner kick. Martinez will look to take this. Martinez lining up the kick. He'll cross it in. This one more lofty. Brought down by Unger. Oh, and off the crossbar, and that'll go for a goal kick. Or maybe even a foul was called on Unger as he contested the keeper right in front of the goal.
Great play by Unger to get up there and get a head on that ball.
Carey will play it right away. Won by Brittingham in the middle. Played by Stuzen, cleared away by the St. Joe defender. Alden Booth with a little shove there. No call.
Here comes Johnny Melanson and Logan Paff off the bench for Luke Unger and Jack Stuzen.
Very solid game all around here for the Gilman Greyhounds. Defensively, they look sharp. Offensively, they're keeping possession when they need to. Ball played in the corner off the throw-in for Paff. Tried to be crossed in, taken down. And that'll go off of Logan's foot for a goal kick. Ball played right away. The St. Joe defender. It'll be cleared up. Flicked on by Danielson. Played back to Farley. Excuse me, played all the way through to Farley, and he'll pick it up. He'll punt it away. Sam, the rain can have an effect on these punts and goal kicks as the players in the middle of the field actually are not used to the slick ball, or haven't been used to it all game, but now they're having to deal with it.
Yeah, certainly, especially for the goalies. Balls coming through the air. It can be slippery on their gloves, so hopefully there's no mistakes made by the goalies here.
Ball played in the middle, then up by the St. Joe defender. Cleared out by Diet. Brought down by number 25, Simmons. This ball will go out for a throw-in. Martinez looks to take this as Diet is staying back with the back line. Martinez plays it to Paff. Won by Lamb. Ball will be played by St. Joe defender trying to draw the foul but does not.
Good pressure by Logan Paff.
Possibly a handball there that wasn't called. Would have been a free kick in our offensive half. Instead, won by Webb. Played up for Paff. Flicked on. No one in the corner. Melanson, slight pressure. They'll swing it over to Thompson. Sean Thompson will control it at his feet. Play it over it again. And cleared away by the left back of St. Joe. Played right back by Webb. Defensive clear. Flicked on to Melanson in the middle. Wins the ball for a moment, but then won back by St. Joe, who plays into the corner. Freshman Alden Booth. Involved in the play there, Danielson. Good save by Farley there off the shot from Danielson. May have been deflected, which gave him even more of a challenge to save that, but he did it, and he kicked it away, and now Gilman sort of bringing it down and trying to clear it out best they can. Ball played out wide. Wide again. The winger for St. Joe. He'll cross it in and clear it out by Merlot. Good defensive play there by Merlot. As much as, Sam, as much as the Greyhounds want to be offensively minded and get a few more, they do have to be very careful because one more goal, or a goal by St. Joe, makes this a very close game. And so they have to keep their a more defensive mindset than maybe they would like.
Yeah, certainly. We'll see the Hounds take their time, whether it's a throw-in or a goal kick. They're definitely not going to rush it here because they have a 2-0 lead and they want to keep it like that.
Yeah, they do. 19 minutes to play here in regulation. Gilman up 2-0 as Farley places the ball for a goal kick. He'll play it up. Won by Merlot in the middle of the field. Brought down to Lamb. Lamb whiffs. Back to Merlot, out wide to Weinstein. Weinstein fouled. That'll be a Gilman free kick in the offensive half. And Webb again jogs up to take this, and he'll play it in. The rain is sort of paused here for the moment, as Eli Webb will look to cross this in. Place in the middle. Carey calling for it there, but his defender does not listen and clears it out. Crossed in again. Too long, and that'll be a goal kick. Ball cleared up. Played to Paff, almost gets it there for the interception. Would have had a one-on-one with the goalie, but just missed it there. All cleared by Webb. Paff foul there, looks to be shaking up a little bit on the play.
Yeah, rough hit for Paff. Collided with number 3 for the Gales. Mount St. Joe player trying to help him up.
Number 17. Taekwon Stroud looking to help him up, almost sarcastically there. But Logan lets him know he doesn't need any help. Johnny looks to take this free kick. He's actually in range here for a shot if he elects to take one. And no, he'll chip it over.
Beautiful ball by Johnny.
2. Oh, no goal there. Wonderful play, though, off the flick of Michael Brittingham. Offsides, I believe, called, or maybe a foul. Maybe some pushing in the back there.
Great play by the Hounds, though. Weren't able, obviously, offsides, but beautiful play.
Very good plays. They do practice that often in practice. Lonson looks to win the ball. Paff. Weinstein. Won by Merlot. Touch to himself. Play down to Paff. Back to Merlot. Good give and go there. Paff all alone. Shoots off the feet of a St. Joe defender and cleared way out to the back line of Gilman. And it'll be headed down by Danielson. Sorry, into the corner for Danielson, but that ball will go out for a corner kick off the Gilman defender.
Be a corner kick here for the Gales. We'll see if they can convert as they're substituting 3 players on, and Jack Susan's coming on for the Hounds, so big substitution.
Gales here 0 for 5 on corner kicks. Really have gotten nothing out of that so far. Taking their time here as they can't really afford to, Sam. They're not playing as quick as maybe their coach would like, but instead plays the corner kick short, then crossed in and just flicked off a Mount St. Joe defender's head, and that ball will go out of bounds for a Gilman throw-in.
Good opportunity there for the Gales, but they weren't able to convert.
Again, we do apologize for the background noise. We have the JV soccer team looming, looking on. Ball played in the middle for Merlot. Played wide for Weinstein. Weinstein plays it up, looking for Stuzen. Just gets past Stuzen as the slick weather may have had something to do with that. Ball will be played over to Thompson. Thompson controls it. He'll play it wide. This ball will go out for a Gilman throw-in. Greg Diet looks to take it.
And here comes Luke Unger onto the pitch for Avery Merlot.
Ball played towards Stuzen, then back to Brittingham, who plays it up. Brought down by Melanson, over to Martinez and controlled by him. Martinez plays it over to Melanson. He plays it up to Stuzen. Just gets past him. That'll go out for a St. Joe throw-in. St. Joe throws it in. It'll be placed in the middle. Won by Brittingham, kicked way up, flicked off a St. Joe defender and carry. Played wide to the left back. He'll play it up. Ball going back and forth between the two teams in the middle of the field. Stuzen looks to pressure there, and the ball sent to the back line, then up again. Ball played out wide. Kicked by a Gilman defender, but deflected off of a St. Joe player. And that'll go out for a goal kick. 13 minutes left here in regulation.
Farley
Gilman
will take his time here on the goal kick, like Fenn said. 13 minutes left. They have a comfortable 2-goal lead, so they're really going to take their time here.
Not trying to rush anything at all. Farley sets, he'll kick it up. Played in the middle. Won by Melanson, flicked on to Stuzen. Stuzen goes down. Shoved off by the defender of St. Joe. Jack gets up saying a word to him. Ball won here by the Gales. Alden Booth clears it up. Touched by Stuzen. He's bodied off the ball. Or rather, maybe fouled off the ball, but wasn't called. And actually gets called for a foul himself. Mount St. Joe off the quick restart will play it out wide. And they'll play it in to the corner.
Great defensive play there by Eli Webb.
Webb recognizing the situation, getting it, turning, and clearing it out. Played up by Melanson, down to Stuzen. Brings it down to his feet. He'll play it wide for Martinez on the run. Good pass. Martinez will cut it back. Playing it wide for Stuzen, who looks to get in and is not able to. Stuzen
looks a bit shaken up after that play.
Limping there on the play, not a good sign for Gilman. Ref letting him know. Johnny's got to back up. Ball won by Unger in the middle. Stuzen will get it back. And played by the Gales into the middle. They'll try to turn. Martinez gets in his way. Shot off.
Shot goes wide for the Gales. Stuzen will be subbed off. Looked like he hurt his leg or his foot, but seems pretty angry coming off, and so here comes Logan Paff.
Stuzen may be upset about foul or lack of foul calls on him down the offensive third. And rightfully so. Farley again taking his time with a goal kick. He'll look to kick it up in the middle. Lower sort of line drive. Kick from Farley. Brought down by Stroud. Stroud will shake a defender. Still with the ball at his feet. And then taken by Diet.
What a play by Greg Diet to get the ball out of there.
Yeah, really important that he won that there to settle it and get it out for the Gilman Greyhounds with just approaching 10 minutes to play in regulation. Ball will be played into the corner. Much too strong.
Be a goal kick here for the Hounds.
Again, no reason to rush anything. In fact, Mount St. Joe actually looking to get the ball for Farley and give it to him so we can hurry up. They are running out of time. 2-0 Gilman. Goals by Avery Merlot and Tyler Martinez in the first half started out very fast. The game progressed to be even then, and now Gilman seems to be in a little bit more control. The scoreline being the same. Ball played high and wide. Nothing Snavely can do there. They'll be out for a St. Joe throw-in. Play the ball into the middle. Over the head of Webb, who turns and tracks it and kicks it wide. Then found by a St. Joe defender who brings it down to his feet and tries to play it in the middle, but then cleared deep by Diet.
Here comes Andy Weinstein for Tyler Martinez. As Tyler looks to get a little bit of a rest, but I'm sure he'll be coming back on soon.
Won by Unger. Sam Gilman has really shifted to a more defensive-minded strategy here, as they are just getting anything and everything out.
They certainly have. Mount St. Joe, in the second half at least, I seem to possess the ball a lot more than the Hounds have, but that might just be the Hounds' strategy.
Indeed, it is. 8 minutes to play here in regulation. Gilman looking to keep the scoreline the same, 2-0, if not add more onto their side. Farley acting like he's going to pick it up there, but instead lets it go out to actually let some more time tick off the clock.
Yeah, smart play by Farley there, as more time will be taken off.
Webb signaling to Weinstein on the wings. Everyone push up. As Farley looks to boot it far, and does. Bring it to about midfield, won by Melanson. Played down to the feet of a St. Joe defender, who will play it back. They'll look to switch the fields. Through Chung. Play it up. Diet'll win that with his head. Again by Unger. Brought down by St. Joe player. And sent wide to Lamb. Lamb will dribble it in. Takes a shot right to Farley.
Good shot by Lamb, but Farley was there to eat it up.
And those are the ones, Sam, those are the shots that in this sort of weather, those can slip through a goalie's hands.
Yeah, those certainly are tricky shots. They can get away from you.
Farley's able to handle that one. Punts it up to the feet of Logan Path. It's taken down, no foul call. One on the side by Avery Meyer. He'll play it up. One by Chung in the middle. He'll cross it all the way over to the left back of Mount St. Joseph. And the Gale defender will play it up. One by Luke Unger. Brought down to his feet. Foul called. Finally one on Gilman's side. As Sam, most of the fouls have been called on Gilman this half, actually, and given the Gales a lot of free kicks.
Yeah, Hounds were finally able to get one for themselves.
I will say the refereeing today has actually been really decent, actually. We haven't really seen many calls that have been ridiculous or no calls.
I agree.
Which is always good to see because, you know, games can take a turn for the worse when referees are not on their game. But today they have been. Carey will control that ball at his feet, play it to his right back, Thompson. And we'll cross it over, switch the field. We'll play it up. Won by Webb, brought down and go out for a Mount St. Joseph throw-in.
We've got some substitutions by both teams as the clock reaches the 5-minute mark.
Lamb will look to throw it in, plays it back. He'll play it back to the back line. And then he'll pass it all the way back to Carey, who will control it at his feet and send it wide to Thompson. Thompson controls it, sends it up, looking for Danielson. No one there. Played up by Webb rather. Then cleared again by another Gilman defender. Ball in the middle of the field now by Stroud. Played to the corner. And right wing will keep it in bounds. I do apologize. It is tough to see parents in that corner blocking our line of vision. Ball switched fields over to Lamb. Lamb and Meyer getting into it on the sideline there.
Strong defensive play by Avery Meyer there.
And that'll be the Lightning alarm that'll actually go off and suspend play for the moment. Although there's 3 minutes 54 seconds left on the clock, you actually wonder how much they will hold off this game, if not just call it. We're going to take a break now, and we will update you as the situation progresses. Thank you. And we are back here to resume from this lightning delay. We got the 3 horns. That signals we are clear to play. And we will finish up the final 3:54 here at the Gilman School. As the Gilman Greyhounds jog on the field, they are very excited to get back out and play.
Yeah, Fenn, they really want to finish this game. They feel like they've earned it with the 2-0 lead.
And they have. They
certainly have. So, yeah, hopefully they can come out strong and show them what they got.
And we'll see here. Looks like it will be every starter that goes onto the field. We weren't sure here, Sam, if Coach Seal would play a more conservative route, not wanting to get any of his players injured, but no, he'll put them all back out there.
Certainly. I mean, 2-0 lead, anything can happen. 4 minutes is plenty of time for the Gales to get a quick one. So, yeah, the Hounds will look to finish this game off.
Let's go, Tech! And you heard our very, very enthusiastic Gilman Greyhound fan, John Haymathai, there, yelling for the team, now clapping. As we get ready to start this game back up, Gilman already on the field waiting for the Gales actually to jog back on as they are doing now. And Stroud does not have a jersey on, so he'll need to fix that, because I believe he was on the field when play was suspended. So I assume he'll be coming back on, and there he goes. He'll fix his jersey.
Fans are coming back out of the building with their umbrellas, looking for a good finish to this 2-0 game.
Hopefully Gilman can keep their momentum going, because usually when you get a break like that, anything can happen afterwards. So the ball will start with a St. Joe throw-in down in their offensive third. So Gilman having to play defense to start here. And we'll start again with the throw-in. Flicked on by a St. Joe player, brought down to the feet of him, and now cleared out by Unger. Back to Danielson, who takes a shot.
Just over
The net.
Good opportunity, though, for the Gales.
You know, honestly, Sam, that might have been the most open shot they've had all game, right out the get-go there from the lightning delay. And Farley will play it up now to the middle of the field, looking for Melanson. Does not win it, but comes down to the feet of Brittingham, who will kick it out for a Gales throw-in. Approaching 3 minutes to play here in regulation. Played back to Chung, and he'll play it. Switch the field, Stuzen with the pressure.
Still hustling.
It's a good sign out of him, because the last time we saw him, he limped off. Good to see him running again. Ball crossed in, brought down by Unger. Flicked on, headed off by Diet, and away again by Webb. Ball came to the feet of Martinez, plays it up for Stuzen. Stuzen tries to turn. Won by the Gales, played back to the keeper, Carey. Carey will play it right back to him, to Thompson. Back to Carey again. Carey will control it, settle it, move it over to the left back. He'll play it up. Ball won by Webb, sent out of bounds for a Gales throw-in. Ball played over now. Center of the field and cleared way deep by Brittingham. All the way back.
Smart play by Michael Brittingham, getting the ball out. That'll shave some time off of the clock. And there's 1 minute 45 seconds here left in the game.
A goal kick by St. Joe. Keeper puts it down. The ball was moving, so they made him redo it. We've actually had a lot of those, Sam, where they've looked to start right away, but the ball has actually been rolling. The ref has never really called it until that moment there, but they've gotten away with some throughout this game.
It's true. Mount St. Joe looking to push very quickly.
2-0 Gilman here. 1 minute, 15 seconds left in regulation. Thank you for sticking with us as we are back from a lightning delay, 30-minute lightning delay. The ball there cleared up by Stuzen to carry. Oh, almost picked it up with his hands there. He didn't realize he was out of the box. And controls at his feet.
Looks like there's an injured Mount St. Joe player on the ground.
Play stopped with 54 seconds. Unger helping him up. Classy move there by Luke.
Seems to be all right. Still playing, which is a good sign. You hate to see a player go down this late in the game.
Thompson will cross it up now. Sent ahead. Flicked on. Brought down to Danielson. Tries to finish it. Nothing there.
45 seconds left on the clock. Good opportunity for Danielson, but Farley was there to stop him.
As he has been all game. Farley playing very well. Keeping a clean sheet thus far with 30 seconds left. And he'll play it up. Won by St. Joe player in the middle of the field. Played back to Thompson. Snaves headed right back to him. Stews into pressure. The ball will roll out of bounds with 10 seconds left. And that'll just about do it for us here. As Stews will throw it into the corner. As time ticks off the clock and the buzzer sounds, the Greyhounds on top. 2-0 over the Mount St. Joseph Gales. Adding to their win streak, which is now 3 games. Starting with St. Mary's Riken on Saturday with a 5-0 win. Calvert Hall Monday, 2-1 win. And now win here against the Gales today. 2-0. Clean sheet for Farley in the defense. And great offense performance as well.
Great win for the Hounds. They'll be back out there this coming week. I know they have a tough game against Loyola.
They do. And they'll actually see, I believe, John Carroll next on Saturday at John Carroll. And then following up at Calvert Hall on Monday. Thank you for sticking with us throughout this game. Good win for the Greyhounds. We hope to see them continue this win streak as playoffs near. I'm Fen Colston. I've been alongside here with Sam King. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.